Dopamine. Dopamine now. Can you feel it now? Check it. Dopamine. Dopamine. Dopamine now. Can you feel it now? Take it. Dopamine.
Back on the tail of Gunnar. He's looking to make an overtake already. Down the inside he goes.
Is he gonna go? Is he? He's gonna do it!
Oh, with Hackett now up into P9. Down the inside he goes. Another aggressive move on the other Mercedes driver. Is he gonna make a mistake? Doesn't look like.
Problem is, if he goes.
Oh, that's nice for Broad Adam, moving up to P7.
Dopamine.
As he's currently looking to gain about 3 or 4 points. Oh, and is Nellboy going to go for it down the inside of Waza? Seems like he is, and he makes up that position. Beautiful overtake by Nellboy.
12 races, multiple divisions, 20 drivers.
All that sound good? Then why not join us now ahead of the new season? The link to our Discord will be in the description, and we hope to see you on track with us.
Delta T Racing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to DTR Season 15. We are here with Division 1 tonight at the San Marino Grand Prix, as it was back in the day, also known as the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix nowadays. Thank you to Nellboy for putting the nostalgia on the thumbnail of the YouTube as San Marino. Even though the circuit is about, what is it, 130 miles away? But yeah, still. So, we are here at Imola this evening, and Sport Mad is the first man out, so we will ride on board with him while we have a look at the drivers. And the constructors, I do apologise. So, Benny extending his lead at the top of the table last week with another win at Japan. Hard-fought win. A little bit of a questionable choice from Sport Mad not pitting under that final safety car. Did mean that he was on the older tyres on that final 2-lap stint and just could not hold back the cars around him. Mars Ranger getting a P2 from P4 on the final lap. An amazing overtake at Spoon. And Sport Mad, unfortunately, missing out on the win, but still getting the podium. So he should be happy with that. Means the constructors is still close at the top between Cadillac and Red Bull, but let's get on board with the Williams of Sport Mad this evening. I don't know why it's actually put me in offset, but okay. Heavy braking zone down to what is technically turn 2 and 3. There is turn 4. Basically no braking going into turn 5, brake into turn 6, then through, I can't remember the name, Tosa, that's the one. Up over the hill to, I believe this is Piratella, down into Acqua Minerale, a very difficult corner to get right every single time. But if you can, you will be flying against your opponents. Or a bit of a curb hop, but it seems like he got it perfectly correct. Did not invalidate his lap. Into the last 2 corners, don't invalidate it now. Put your foot down nice and early. Get the DRS open across the line, and it's a 1:14.1 as the first lap out there. Kazinga will be the next one across the line. With a 16.1, Bogorovsky with a 16.2, Theo with a 14.7 as well. Let's jump off board. There is a lot going on. Stuart with a 15.1. We have Mars Ranger coming along with a 15.0. We have one of the Haas's. It's Tom Putty with a 17.5. I missed Ricker. 16.0. We have the other McLaren of Moncho coming across the line. Goes up to P8 with a 17.2. And we have the other Red Bull of Benny going up to P3 with a 14.8 on his first lap. Magic Poop Cannon is starting his lap. Grelis out there in the pink car this evening goes up to P2 with a 14.6. Still 5 tenths off of Sport Mad. Sport Mad has laid down the gauntlet is probably the best way to put it. NLD Rush up to P7, a 15.8. That is good from him. Pombeer is a late reserve for this evening, up to P10 with a 16.2. We will go on with Poop Cannon because he is the only man currently out there on a fast lap. Ooh, he was very lucky not to invalidate there at Piratella. Through Acqua Minerale, very neat and tidy. A little bit wide on the exit curb, but just within. Very nicely done through Variante Alta. Comes down to the penultimate corner. Relatively heavy braking, but you want to carry as much speed as you can into the final corner. Put your foot down to come across the line. Don't invalidate on the inside. And that is a 15.4 from the Haas driver. He was having issues getting in, but he is going to be very happy with the fact that he is here. As are we. We are pleased to see him racing yet again. Now we've got Benny Buno in the Mercedes. The only full-time Mercedes driver racing tonight. Oh, and he invalidates. That is not what you want to do there. That's unfortunate. Will he have the fuel to go again? We will watch Skipper because we know he can be quick and when he wants to be, especially at tracks that he enjoys. Now, I can't remember if this is one of the tracks that he does enjoy, but if it is, we can expect a surprising lap from Skipper here this evening. Oh, and he's around and out. Sorry, Skipper, but I am going to record that for later on. Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Sauber driver there. Oh dear, oh dear. We do have Benny Bruno. Did he have enough fuel to go again? It looks like he will do. So we'll stay on with him while the others are on their outlaps. Because we currently have Mars Ranger, Ricker, Moncho, Havoc Connor and Cavolis all on their outlaps. Cavolis will be the car ahead of Benny Buno. He gets out of the way nice and early. Comes through where he invalidated last time and gets it right this time around. Up the hill from Tosa up to Piratella, or, well, I can't remember if that is the name, but I will call it that anyway. Down to Aqua Minerale now. Heavy braking here. Turns in. Nice and clean through Aqua Minerale. Up to Variante Alta. Heavy braking. Keeps it nice and clean through the chicane. Keeps it on track. Beautifully done. Into the final corner. Looks like it's going to be a decent lap from Benny Buno this evening. I say that, and it's a 16.5. It's better to have a banker on than anything else, I guess. Let's have a look. Havoc Connor has decided to go out wide, even though he is on a fast lap, technically. I believe Ricker is the... Oh, he's getting out of the way. Okay, so we will go on with Cavolis, who has set a purple sector 1 by the look of it. It might have been a personal best. We do not know. He's coming up behind a Mercedes. Who blocks him? That's not how you do that. Who is that? It is Benny Buno. That is going to go to the stewards. He gets a 5 grid place penalty. Cavolis will be shouting, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look. We have Moncho coming across the line to start a lap. Have a load of people on the track at the moment. It is all going on right now. Cell has started a lap. I have lost who is going to be the next across the line. So it looks like it was Barry Bogorovsky. He goes up a place. Although straight away Kazingle comes across the line and goes 2 places up, nullifying Bogorovsky's improvements. Let's have Williams coming around the final corner. It is Sport Mad. Is just starting his lap now, so we will have a look at Moncho, who is coming around the final 2 corners now. Is he improving? No, he is not. He comes straight in. Cassell is coming around the final corner. He has already set his lap. We now have Stewart coming around the final corner. Let's see if he can improve. That's a decent improvement. Up to 4th place with a 14.8. Let's see, there is a Red Bull coming around the final corner. That is Bog going into the pit. Pombeer is invalidated but goes across the line. Tom Putty sets a 16.8, putting him in 16th right now. Let's see, where are the Aston Martins? I believe Theo just set his lap. Grelis goes fastest with 13.9. Proving why he was champion last season. Sportmad puts him out of position almost instantly. That is an insane amount of speed from the Williams driver. How this man is a reserve, I do not know. He needs to be promoted to a full-time seat. Just so that he's not scoring points for the Cadillac team. Stewart has invalidated this lap. Pombeer is disqualified for going the wrong way. Well, that's not what you want to do. Let's see, we have Ricker coming around the final corner very slowly, out of fuel more than likely. NLD Rush is the next man. Does not improve on his time. Benny is now starting his lap. Tom Putty coming into the pits. This is Theo coming across the line. He is down on his time. He is going to continue around. Go again. We have a Mercedes coming across the line to start a lap. It is Benny Buno. Theo has invalidated his lap. That is unfortunate for the Aston Martin driver. Mars Ranger will be the next one across the line to set a time. Let's see if he can improve his position from P6. He's on a 15.0 as it stands. Where does he go? Up to P3 with a 14.6. A good lap from him there. Kavolis. Oh, comes across the line. 15.4 up to P7. Cassell is now starting a lap. Benny has invalidated his lap. D-Rush comes into the pits after invalidating as well. Theo is coming into the pits. So we have Benny Buno trying to push forward, see where he can put himself. He wants to be higher than 14th, up to P10 thereabouts. P8, 15.440. Not a bad lap at all. Magic Poop Cannon is the next man across the line. Moncho has just started his lap. Let us see. Where are we? Volis has invalidated. Is he going to get out of the way of Cassell, who has set a purple sector 2? More than likely a personal best. Comes around the final corner. Where is he going to go? Up to P7, 15.1. Good lap from the Ferrari driver there. Let us see. We have Benny Buno, who is on a lap, but I believe is in lap. We have Poop Cannon behind him, I believe is setting a faster lap. That is a purple middle sector from the Haas driver. While we watch him come across the line, we will play the replay of the unfortunate skipper. Magic Poop Cannon improves to 8th place. 15.196. His teammate is about to start a lap. Moncho is on a lap though. We'll stick with Moncho. I don't know, this McLaren looks a little bit squirrely under the acceleration through the chicane there. Down to Aqua Minerale he comes. Heavy braking, turns in, nice and clean. Gets a good drive out of the corner. Will he be able to get through Variante Alta? Yes, he does. Little bit too wide on the exit curb, but not wide enough to invalidate his lap. Oh, a block up into the penultimate corner there. And he knows that isn't going to help him. He comes straight into the pits. We now have Tom Putty not setting a lap. Grelis is starting a lap. Benny is also starting a lap. Wancho has retired from the session. There's a bit of teamwork going on here. Benny and Bog. Yep, there we go. Releasing Benny. A little bit unorthodox, going across the gravel like that, but any way that you can help your teammate, I guess. Theo is starting a lap. Where is Kazingal going to put himself? Up to P11, a 15.6, a good lap from him. Stewart has just started a lap. Tom Putty comes into Stewart has invalidated, so who is going to be the next across the line? It is going to be Grelis in the pink V-carb. Let's see where he can put it. Can he go fastest? Yes, he does, a 13.8. Benny invalidated. It was going to be a 14.7. He was only going a tenth faster. Bogorovsky is the next man on track. He's just going to come across the line. Let's see. We have Sportmad coming round. Nope. We've got Theo going to cross the line next. Is he going faster? Let us see. Nope, he could not improve. We have one of the Alpines. It is Stewart. Is Jack going to improve? No, he's going into the pits. Ricker is going into the pits. And Havoc Connor has invalidated as well and is just going to cross the line. D-Rush is the only man who can improve his time from here. Where is he going to put it? It's not an improvement. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your starting grid, but remember, Benny Buno is getting a 5-grid place penalty as well. So everyone down to this man is getting a 1-place boost, as Benny Buno will be in 15th, starting this race, I believe. It's either 15th or 16th, but math is not my strong suit. Oh, that was a crazy, crazy qualifying. So much going on. So there we go, ladies and gents. Grelis takes pole position as a reserve. The front row is locked out by the Cadillac reserve team. Masked Ranger is on the second row with Theo. Third row is Stewart and Benny. Fourth row is Casella and Magic Poop Cannon. Fifth row is Cavolis and Kazingal, because Benny Buno is being bumped down. And then we'll just carry on from there. So while we are loading in, if you are interested in joining the league, please do go down into the description, join the Discord. Whether you want to join as a racer, a steward, a commentator, a general member of staff, join the Discord where everyone is welcome. Doesn't matter your speed, we will find a place for you. All are welcome at DTR. So, this is going to be, I'm going to predict absolute mayhem into what is technically turn 1 because of the heavy braking zone, because the kink on the start-finish straight is classed as a corner. it's classed as turn 1. But we'll call turn 1 the first heavy braking into the first chicane. It's going to be absolute insanity unless the drivers are careful. I'm predicting a couple of damaged wings coming into this one. We will also be racing here tomorrow night for Division 2 with the beautiful vocal tones of Nellboy, as you are all accustomed to. I will be racing and probably be out on lap 1, knowing my track record around here. It's either lap 1 or the final lap. I have an incident before turn 1. Or going through turn 1 as it was last season, with one of the drivers who's on the track tonight, but I will not name names. You will know who it is. So let's bring up information. Let's see what the drivers are going on. So, much like last week, almost everyone is on the mediums. Only 2 drivers on the hards. It's Havoc Connor and Tom Putty near the back. They are probably planning to go as long into this race on those hards as they possibly can and have the longevity on the mediums later in the race. It is a smart move, especially if you are at the back. Potentially going for a one-stop. The one-stop can be done around here, apart from... well, despite what the graphics tell you on this game. It is possible, but you have to manage your tyres. There is a huge gap at the back. It is Magic Poop Cannon, who has decided he wants to be further back and cause problems for the cars ahead, purely by cooling their tyres when they hit the grid. Now, as is tradition, oh my word, what is Grelis doing? Grelis is going aggressive. We will go on board with P3, as we always do. This week it is Master Ranger. Grelis is going for a very aggressive angle. And he doesn't miss his grid box, which is good for him. If he can get a good start, he will be able to cover off Sportman at the start of the race. Moncho misses his grid box. That's unfortunate. That's going to set him back by about 2 meters. So he will need an immense start. 3, 4, 5 red lights. A long wait and away we go. Let's see. No one has got up beside Mars Ranger. Grelis got a decent start and is ahead of Sportman. Let's go into the offboard. Seems everyone's getting through without damage. Benny Buno has gone up 2 positions already. Sportman trying to put Grelis off there. Couple of drivers going wide through the chicanes. Grelis has lost the position to Sportman now. Goodness me. There's a lot going on. Benny Buno has now dropped down to 17th. He has not had the Tosa hairpin that he wanted. That did not work out for him. Variante Alta for the first time this evening. Everyone seems to be taking it easy through there at least. Ricker has got himself past Kazingle for P10. Sportman, of course, setting the first fastest lap of the race. So now we have gone through our first lap. Let's have a look at these position changes. Sportman is up 1. Stewart is up 2. Tom Putty up 4 positions. He is our big winner as it stands right now. Let's have a look at the Houseman as NLD Rush goes out wide. Yep, so NLD Rush has now become the biggest loser, losing out 6 positions from the start. Getting squeezed out through the chicane is never fun. There is already a 1.5 gap between P2 and P3. Stewart is going to have to put his foot down and try and catch up with the cars in front. Sportman is already trying to get away from Grellis. Did Grellis get the DRS? No, he did not. Mars Ranger did, however, and got very close to the back of Stewart there. Goes around the outside into the braking zone. Very neatly done from the McLaren. Benny is creeping up to the back of Theo now. Let's see who is the closest on track as it stands. At this moment in time, it is Moncho in the McLaren coming through Tosa. Oh, there's happenings going on behind. Havoc Connor and Pombeer. A little bit of wheel banging through Tosa. That is to be expected. Moncho gets the move done on Ricca. Ricca is struggling through Piratella and Aqua Minerale, losing out plenty of positions there. Moncho caught. Oh, what is going on? Okay, so Moncho has caused absolute havoc. He put his foot on the brakes. He got himself a 10-second penalty for passing someone off track. I'm not sure where exactly that was, but it's not good for the McLaren man. He comes in, he is going to serve that 10-second right now. Benny Buno, I believe, is into repair. Oh, and Moncho has retired from the session in the pit lane. What is happening up the front here? Grellis is, I reckon, looking after his tyres at the start of this race on the mediums to try and take them as far as he can and have the freshest hard tyres for his final stint. I do hope Benny Buno can get out and around Moncho. There we go. That's good to see that he got past the stricken car. Let's have it. Benny Buno is catching the back of Stewart now. Stewart has dropped a couple of positions now, but is back within the second of the car ahead of him. Although Mars Ranger has now dropped to 2.4 seconds to Grellis. Theo unable to make the pass on Mars Ranger at this moment in time. I'm pretty sure he's just happy to sit there as it is. Havoc Connor coming into the pits. I wonder if this is due to damage. This is not what he wanted. Yep, he is missing the left end plate on that V-car. Putting on a set of mediums and a brand new front wing. I reckon that was the incident, or one of the incidents, with Moncho early on. Will Theo be able to get Mars Ranger this time on the start-finish straight? Has he got the battery to do so? As they come out the final corner, we will go on board with Theo and see if we can see if he is using battery. He's got a decent amount of battery. Is it going to be enough with the DRS in aim? He stopped burning it. Meanwhile, Benny gets himself past Magic Poop Cannon. Cassell has passed Cavolis. Tom Putty doing what he can to catch the back of Bogorovsky. Stewart gets himself a 3-second time penalty. That is not what you want to do around here, Rodney. He is going to, well, goes wide again. I wonder if that will be a 4th warning for the Alpine driver. This does bring Cassell into his DRS though. If the Ferrari man can stay within that second. Oh, and that's a corner cut right there from the Ferrari. That is not how you take that corner. Benny unable to pull away from Magic Poop Cannon. Is the Haas man going to make the move on the Red Bull ahead of him? Oh, I seem to have lost sound. I do apologize. Let me see what is going on here. Yep, I have lost all sound for the game, it would seem. I do apologize for this. Give me 2 seconds. I will see what I can do. Where are we? Audio settings. I do apologize. I don't know how to fix this right now. Let me just try something. Let me change my input device. No, I cannot hear anything. I am sorry about this, ladies and gents, but it seems the game has decided to bug on me. I have no idea how to reset that. So now it is time for me to make the car noises, I guess. No, I'm kidding. I won't be doing that. Let us see. Cavolis is into the pits onto a set of hard tyres very early on. I missed Theo getting past Mars Ranger. Mars Ranger's round. I do apologise for the lack of sound. Actually, let me see if I can... God damn it. Settings. Audio settings. Why has this done this? Ah, Christ. Right. Okay, I do apologise. This stream is going to be silent apart from me talking from now on. Grellis is getting closer and closer to the back of Sportmag now. Not enough to get him under DRS, though. It's enough to keep him in the fight for first, though. Havoc Connor gets himself a 3-second time penalty. As Mars Ranger comes into the pits and gets his front wing replaced, since he has no end plates whatsoever. A lot of drivers are now very spread out around this track now. Closest man at the moment is Magic Poop Cannon on the back of Benny. Through Aqua Minerale, he stays within the second. Let's see if he can stay there through Variante Alta. Very straight line through there for the Haas. I wonder if that was a couple of warnings for him for track limits. Through the final corner. Is he going to have the battery? Let's see. Benny is also in, I'm guessing, hot lap, as is Magic Poop Cannon, but he is not fast enough to catch the Red Bull ahead of him. Oh, a mistake from Benny. That's not what you want to see from the Red Bull. That's very uncharacteristic from the Scotsman. Now he's under the cosh. A lot of people coming into the pits now to put on a fresh set of tyres. I also wonder if there were any issues when they came in. I know Havoc Connor got himself a time penalty. Let's see, 3 seconds. Cassell got a 10-second for speeding in the pit lanes as well. Welcome in, Pipkey. I do apologise for the silent game. It bugged on me. But yes, now the back 6 up to Cavolis are now on fresh tyres. Yeah, Pipkey, I know there's no sound on the race. It bugged on me about 3 laps ago. So we've got Grelis still within roughly half a second of Sportmad as they come out of the DRS zone. Is he going to be able to go for the move at the end of the lap? Or is he just going to stay behind, conserve his mediums, and wait until the hard compound to make the move? Is he going to try the undercut? That is the other option he has. Oh, it's eerie watching this with no engine noise. Bogorovsky gets himself a 3-second time penalty. I believe that was coming out of the final corner. No, not the car I was thinking of. It was Havoc Connor who was having issues through the final corner. Is Grelis now going to be able to get the pass done? Benny Budo is out. What happened here? Ah, he did a Yuki Tsunoda. Okay. You could see the wheel in the background there. That has brought out a full course safety car, and my game has crashed. Oh, I love it. Oh dear, right, okay. I do apologise, ladies and gents. Let us put the instant replay on so you can watch the Kicksauber spinning while I am trying to get back into the game. I do apologise for this. Everything has gone wrong so far. Please give me a couple of seconds. I'm just going to mute something and myself and get us back into the game. I just need to jump into a different VC. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So it seems that
EA Sports.
my game is what was the issue there. I have already received invites apparently, so I am just waiting. on getting in. We'll keep it on the replay until I am back in. Why the game did this, I do not know. It just does not like me, apparently. Hopefully it doesn't do this to me tomorrow during the race. We had a good run of 3 races where this did not happen this season. And the game has frozen straight away. Or not. Oh, come on. Okay, that did not work. Or it did. There we go. Thank you. Ah, come on. You wouldn't believe that this is on an NVMe, would you? The amount of time it takes to load in. Spectate, thank you. Ah, dear, oh dear. Ugh. Well, hopefully the sound should be back, and hopefully it doesn't happen again this stream. I do apologise. We are probably already back to green flag racing after that safety car. But then again, everyone was pretty spread out. Let's have a look when we get on here. There we go. We are not. I want that. So. Okay. We are just waiting for Havoc Connor to catch the back of the grid. It's not that far away now. We might go one more lap under the safety car. So for those of you watching the stream back as a video after, I do apologise for that inconvenience. The game hates me, apparently. All was good until the sound decided to bug. And the game decided to crash full stop. So, the safety car will be in at the end of this lap. So we will watch Sport Mad. We will go on board with him and watch the getaway once he decides to bolt. But at least we have sound now. Dear oh dear. So let's have a look at the position changes as they stand. Tom Putty is up 6 still. He managed that very early on in the race as well. So he's doing well to get himself close to the points. Magic Poop Cannon is up 4 positions. The safety car is in this lap. Mars Ranger is down 13 positions. So the majority of the field are now on the hard compound tyre as well. It will be imperative to see if they can get to the end from here. If they can do 19 laps on the hards or thereabouts, they should be fine for this. Let's have a look. Where does Sportmad decide to go? He goes out of the final corner, catches Grillis off a little bit. But only 4 attempts. There's Benny going past Magic Poop Cannon before turn 1. Absolutely flying around there. That was Stewart and Kavolis going. Well, it was Kavolis going very wide. That helps Jack Kazingle going up a position along with Cassell. Tom Putty is very close to the back of Ricker right now. Let's see if he can get himself up into the points. He does have a time penalty Let's have a look at penalties. So Magic Poop Cannon has a 10-second time penalty. Stuart, Tom, Bog and Connor all on 3 seconds, and Cassell on 13. Let's have a look up the front here. Magic Poop Cannon is probably the... Oh, I say that. Kazingle is the closest driver to anyone right now, right behind Cassell. He will want to make good use of the DRS and ERS. DRS is now enabled. It will be ready for the next lap. Is he burning the battery? He is. That is just keeping him with Cassell. Cassell obviously with lower wings. Stuart gets himself another 3-second time penalty. That is not what you want to do. It is going to throw him very far back if he does not create a gap. Now Benny is on the hunt of Theo. I wonder if Theo made a little mistake through the chicanes, causing Benny to get even closer, since there is now a gap between Theo and Grelis in P2. Looks like Mars Ranger is on the hunt. Poop Cannon gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Going through Variante Alta, that is easily done. I know that from experience myself. Sportman setting the fastest lap with a 16.6. Is Benny going to get himself past Theo now? Yes, he goes on the inside, gets it done well before the braking zone. Poop Cannon does not go for the dive. He thinks better of it. Bogorovsky gets himself up to P11. Mars Ranger trying to fight his way past Tom Putty now. Havoc Connor gets himself another 3-second time penalty. Very close from Tom Putty there. Almost taking Mars Ranger out with him. But just enough space to get his nose around the corner. So now Mars Ranger is on the hunt for Bogorovsky, but Bog is going to have the DRS of Ricker as it stands. Theo has got himself a 3-second time penalty going through Aqua Minerale. That is going to be a weight off of Benny's mind. But now Benny is up into P3. He is going to be pushing to catch the reserves ahead of him. The two strong drivers who have been at the front the entire time are now going to be... Oh, it looked like Benny went off of track there. I don't know if anyone else saw that. Wonder if that was a warning for the Red Bull man. Let's have a look. Magic Poop Cannon not quite close enough to Theo. Is anyone close enough to make a move? Mars Ranger goes up the inside of Ricker into turn 1. He now has to fight Bogorovsky. I believe Bog also went past Ricker in the DRS zone as well. So Bog is now up into the points, but has a penalty. So he will drop behind the 2 cars behind him. Poop Cannon is getting closer and closer to Theo now. He will be hoping that Theo makes a slight mistake and ends up out of Benny's DRS. Grelis is now... He's flirting with that 1 second, but it seems he has higher wings than Sportmad. So Sportmad seems to have gotten out of the DRS for Grelis. Let's see if that wing pops open. It does not. So Grelis does not have the DRS. Theo got the DRS on Benny though. Poop Cannon is very quick with the DRS wide open. Gets a double dose, but it's not enough to get himself past Theo. Benny going wide out of the chicane there. Tom Putty is being passed. Oh my word, Pombeer is off the track. I wonder if that was a slight push from one of the other cars that he was fighting with. Bogorovsky is right up behind Marsh Ranger now, who has passed him on that lap. I do apologise for missing that. There was a lot going on. So let's see. Cassell is the next man most likely to make a move. Although saying that, Magic Poop Cannon is now right behind Benny, within 3/10 of him. Is he going to have the battery and the DRS to get past the Red Bull man? It doesn't look like he's going to have the battery to get it done. That's unfortunate for the Haas driver. Stewart almost goes into the back of Theo there, under braking. Kind of what we expect from Stewart these days. Is Skipper going to get the move done on Tom Putty? Yes, he does. Nice clean move from Skipper. Hombeer is into pits. Cassell gets past Cavolis into Tosa. This has given Marsh Ranger the chance. He goes up the inside. Is there going to be contact? I hate the camera change there. We needed a better camera there. But Marsh Ranger gets the move done. Cavolis settles in behind the McLaren now. Now let's have a look. It doesn't look like Poop Cannon is going to have the battery to get Benny. Benny is very quick and very good on his energy management. Look at the drive he gets out of that corner. Just absolutely going. Even with the DRS open, Poop Cannon cannot catch him. Hombeer has DNF'd, going through Piratella by the look of it. And that is a full course safety car. So D-Rush and Skipper are coming in. There is a decent gap between them, so they should be able to double stack. Yep, there we go. Neatly done from the Sauber boys. Tom Putty is into the pits and Havoc Connor also comes into the pits as well. What will the front runners do? See if anyone is going to get a penalty for Delta. Is anyone going to get a drive-through? I do apologise, I'm going to have a quick drink. Sportman comes in to take off the hard tyres. Grellis comes in to take off the hard tyres. Benny is also coming in. All of these drivers likely putting on the mediums. Yep, there is for the Williams of Sportmad. Mediums for Grellis. Mediums for Benny as well. And Poop Cannon is serving a penalty? No, he's just glitched in. Is he glitched? Well, that's unfortunate for Poop Cannon. I wonder if he served a penalty there. I am unsure, but he has dropped back from 4th to 8th with that pit stop. Bogorovsky is now up to 9th. Ricker is in 10th. Looks like everyone and their dog has gone onto the mediums. Apart from Theo, Ricker, Tom Putty and Skipper. Maybe they did not have any more mediums to spare. So, as it stands, Bogorovsky is your big winner with 5 positions gained up to P9 from P14. The biggest loser is Cassell, losing 5 positions from the start of the race. So, Mercedes not scoring any points this week due to their only driver DNFing, Benny Buno. He caused the first safety car. And Pombeer reserving for the Mercedes, but scoring constructors' points for the Cadillac team, has also DNF'd, causing this safety car as well. So once more, we are waiting for Havoc Connor to catch the back of the group, along with Tom Putty and Skipper. It should happen this lap. So we will be racing again, not at the end of this lap, because we have to do one full circuit with the safety car. So it'll be the end of next lap. But, as always, Sportmad, Grelis, Benny and Theo, all proving that they are quick. Theo being a little bit off the pace around Imola this evening. He's usually fighting for a podium position, but it seems he has been struggling around here this evening. But Benny, Grelis and Sportmad all showing their pace is pretty much universal across all their tracks. Oh, the safety car is coming in this lap. Okay then. We will stay on with Sportman like this until the final corner, and we will see when he decides to go. Will he do the same as he did last time? Or will he go earlier? Or will he wait until the very last second to cross the line? Okay, so the safety car is now in the pit lane. Sportmad goes early. He goes before the final corner and catches Grelis with his trousers around his ankles. Grelis burning the battery, more than likely to catch up. A little bit of battery burned, just to stay within that second, taking it very easy through turns 1 and 2 there from the V-car. Benny in the dirty air of the V-car, very close to the back of him still. Stewart is already trying to go around Theo through Tosa as they come up to Piratella. Is everyone going to behave through Aqua Minerale? That is the real question. It looks like it. Through Variante Alta, they are doing well here as well. Will Grelis go for the pass here? He does not want his tyres to wear out before Sportlands. Being in the dirty air of the car ahead means you have to overdrive the car. Grelis stealing the fastest lap from Sportman there. Grelis has dropped a little bit of time to Sportman now. Is he building his battery? He is. He's in the recharge mode. Let's see. Who is the closest driver to anyone right now? It is Kazingle on the back of Mars Ranger as they come down into Aqua Minerale. Stewart gets himself another 3-second time penalty. He is going to drop like a stone come the end of this race unless he makes a gap ahead of the McLaren behind him. And D-Rush has crashed out through turns 1, 2 and 3. You can see him on the track map there. That's not going to help. Grelis thought about going into the pits there and ended up deciding against it. He saw no one else was doing it. So that... Oh, I didn't notice. Havoc Connor has retired from the race as well. Did he retire in the pits? Pipkey, did you see if he retired in the pits? Please do tell me if you caught that. Because I completely missed it. I do apologise. So we've got Skipper in the pits, getting a nose change and putting on a set of soft tyres. So while we are waiting, we will have a look at penalties. We have got Theo on 3, Magic Poop Cannon, Bogorovsky and Tom Putty all on the same, Cassell on 6 seconds and Stewart on 9. I think he's going to try to catch them all, as it were, getting himself a little flag collection. No worries, Pipkey. Thank you for letting me know, though. Unfortunately, no one caught Havoc Connor DNFing, so we apologise, Connor. Theo locked up his front brakes there behind Benny under safety car. So what is everyone on? Everyone has stayed on their tyres except for Skipper because he came in to change his wing anyway. So he has now got the softs on. He will likely get the fastest lap as no one else has run the softs this evening. So, Masked Ranger and Skipper, the only ones to have stopped 3 times in this race. So, there are your position changes as we wait for the safety car to come in this time around. Sportmad is up 1 position from P2. Overtaking Grelis on, I believe it was the 2nd lap. It was either the 1st or 2nd lap, I cannot remember. Benny has moved up 3 positions from P6. Theo and Stewart have stayed where they are but have got penalties. Masked Ranger is down 3 positions. He did start on the 2nd row. Jack is up 3 positions. Magic Poop Cannon has stayed where he is, but does have time penalties. Safety car is in at the end of this lap. Bogorovsky, the biggest winner at the moment with 5 positions gained. And Cassell and Tom Putty coming together, giving Cassell a 10-second time penalty there. Under the safety car. You need to be aware of the cars around you. No worries, Connor. Thank you for letting us know. We just did not catch it on stream. When is Sportmad going to go this time around? Is he going to get a gap on Grelis? Not much of a gap. He did better last time around. Kazingle lost a position and gained it back from Poop Cannon there. Grelis looking for the move into turn 1. Doesn't quite get alongside. Probably trying to get Sportmad to make a mistake. Cassell is around at the back. So we are in the last 5 laps of this race. Last 6. No, last 5. I can't count, apparently. Who is going to win out at the end here? We have got a definitive front 3 of Sportmad, Grellis and Benny, as Theo and Stuart are fighting their own battle. Kavolis gets past Bog. I wonder if Bog had an issue coming out of the chicane of Ariante Val. I cannot speak. Variante Alta. There we go. Finally. Grellis is just not able to get the power down to get ahead of Sportmad on the start-finish straight. Mars Ranger gets himself a 3-second time penalty coming through the chicanes. He's very close to the back of Stuart. He looks at a move through the second chicane, but the door was closed on him by Stuart. Oh, a bit of a snap there for the McLaren coming out of Tosa. Come through Aqua Minerale. Mars Ranger is still gaining time on Stuart, and Stuart is losing time to Theo ahead. Is Mars Ranger going to be able to get up a position on this next lap? I have a feeling that Stuart is using a higher wing setup this evening and just does not have a straight line speed to stay with the cars ahead. As there goes Mars Ranger around the outside, gets the move done into the braking zone. Very neatly done. Stuart could lose another position to Kazingle here. Kazingle goes for the switch back. Doesn't get it done, slots in behind. There are penalties flying everywhere right now. Let's have a look at the new penalties. Theo is on 6. Mars Ranger is on 3. Stuart is on 9. Poop Cannon on 3. Ricker and Tom Putty on 3. Bogorovsky is on 3. Cassell is on 16. Are we going to get penalty bingo? It's unlikely with the front 3 being the way they are, the way they drive. Unless there is a big mistake from them. Jack is doing very well not to get penalties. Kavolis is usually very, very clean, as is Skipper. I don't know if Benny does have the DRS, but only just. He did not get the drive out the final corner. Tom Putty gets himself another 3-second time penalty. Grellis has a look and the door is closed on him by the Williams. Grellis knows that he needs to make the move. Theo goes for the move on Benny. And Stuart and Kazingle both everyone's getting themselves past Mars Ranger now. Mars Ranger is having a nightmare this lap. This could bode very well for the Aston Martin of Kazingle this evening. Kavolis has already got himself past Mars Ranger as well. I wonder if Mars Ranger is having an issue. I don't know if he went into AI or if disconnected. Benny has really dropped back off of the back of Theo. I wonder if his tyres are already starting to die after being in the dirty air of the cars ahead. Now this is likely the last chance for Grellis to get the pass on Sportman. He needs to go for this move. He needs to make it this lap and he needs to do it now. There it is around the outside. He did seem to go completely off track, but I wonder if He nearly went completely off track. That was a great move from Grelis. Final lap, he knew he needed to make the move then and there to get the win this evening. Sportmad will not be best pleased. It is the second week in a row where he has lost first place on the final lap. Oh, Sportmad almost losing it through Aqua Minerale there. And he gets himself a 3-second time penalty to boot. Oh, that's not worked out well for him. Although he will not lose the position as Theo has 6 seconds behind him. So your race winner for this evening's race in Division 1 is Grelis. Sportmad getting second place. Theo in third but gets jumped by Benny. Theo in fourth. Jack Kazingle in fifth. Kavolis jumps up to sixth. Poop Cannon in seventh. Mars Ranger gets eighth. Ricker gets ninth. Skipper gets himself a point in 10th place. Absolutely crazy race this evening. There is Grelis in all of his pink glory, taking the win as a reserve yet again. Sportmad will be kicking himself after getting overtaken on the final lap. But Benny will be pretty pleased with the fact that he got a P3 out of that. He kept his race nice and clean. So there we go. Race winner is Grelis. Fastest lap also goes to Grelis. Driver of the day is Kavolis. Most overtakes was Mars Ranger, and cleanest driver was Kavolis. Well done, everyone, this evening. It wasn't exactly an easy race. Let's show everything there. So, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. So we will be back tomorrow night with Division 2 for Imola, 8 p.m. GMT, and I will be back next week, 8 p.m. GMT on Wednesday for round 5 of Division 1. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good evening. Goodbye.